All right, Bitcoin and Ethereum and crypto are in a do or die moment here. This is looking really dangerous. This is looking really serious. And if Bitcoin happens to pull a miracle here and make a big bounce here and surprise everyone, which can still happen, which coins or which narrative do you think is going to run really hard, right? That's what we're going to review today. A couple of coins, small coins that could run really hard today if Bitcoin makes this bounce. Like, this is, I don't need to describe this if you've been watching my videos for the last couple of days or not. Like, this is pretty obvious, right? You've got this trend line and Bitcoin broke it. And when it broke, there's no real attempt to bounce, right? I thought we'd get to this 111.34 area and get a reject. It doesn't even do that. It has very tight range, and today has even tighter range, right? So it's Bitcoin makes no attempt to even get back above this key resistance level and flip it into support. From a technical point of view, not looking great. But however, you know, lots of people would, of course, Bitcoin's tricky because the market makers are trying to fool all the futures traders out there. I mean, those guys are always locked in a forever battle. So we've seen Bitcoin, like, you know, basically go below support and then a few days later rip it back above again. So the next important level is to find support on is really this 107.5 level, because you've got this 108, 109 top here, but these are wicks. So this 107.5 is important. You've got like this pivot top here, bunch of bottoms here, and this bottom here. So in the last 10 months, literally, this 107.5 has been such a key level. We don't want to lose it. And of course, since we got here, I think, you know, the large exchange market makers, they will want to test you. So they will want to take the price below, right, with a wick and then rip it up if it's going to bounce. That's how I think it's going to happen. I don't think they come this close without testing it, or close below for a day and make everyone panic and then take it back up again, something like that. They can't afford to keep it below for like 3 or 4 days in a row. That's usually, you know, scares everybody, and then everybody starts selling, and then even they can't take it back anymore. So whilst the good news is that when it comes to the stock market, which, you know, for guys who've been watching my videos knows that it's a pretty good gauge for where Bitcoin and crypto is going, has been holding near its all-time highs. So as I said in the last couple of videos, yesterday's video, I was expecting a bottoming tail here, and by the close, it did form that. And then, you know, this was a kind of a gap down, small gap down, market panicked because of strong economic data, and then it came back, right? And today, Friday, it received a really strong economic data, really nice economic data, as in low inflation, and the market bounced up. So I was expecting a local bottom here. It doesn't mean we go all the way up to a new all-time high, but at least a local bottom for a bounce. And that's looking good here, right? So that's actually followed the plan. On the weekly, it's not too bad either. This is a doji. Doji doesn't mean we turn down. It can mean we continue up as well. So at least, look, it's not terrible on the weekly, right? This is NASDAQ index as well. Still kind of a doji, so it's not looking terrible either, right? Like, you know, it could be like one of these weeks, or one of these weeks, right? Where the market doesn't turn down that much and just keeps on going up. We might spend another week or two going sideways and then go up, right? So not looking, at least from the chart itself, from the way it closed on the weekly, doesn't look terrible. So let's have a quick look at ETH before we move on to the narrative and coins that I'm going to be talking about today. So ETH, for example, is looking slightly stronger than Bitcoin. Weekly, we really need to get above this 40-60 level, right? On the daily, however, right, we can see that ETH is still bouncing off this this major support line. Unlike Bitcoin, hasn't broken it yet. So, okay, look, before we get on to all of that, first let's answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses this exchange that's non-KYC. That means you don't need to show any ID. That means the exchange can't even see who you are. So that means the IRS can't see you, the tax office can't see you, FBI, CIA, nobody can see you, right? So that's why total privacy, Pablo made this deal with them. This is the Pablo He-Man deal with Bitunix exchange, and the exclusive to the Pablo link went up to 120,000 US dollars, right? And you get 20% bonus just by depositing. Deposit $100, get 20 US dollars. Deposit $1,000 and get $200 bonus. You get the idea, 20%. And just by being in the top 30% of the trading volume, right, win up to, these prizes. So basically, limited time only, folks. This deal finishes on October 16th. And if you are watching this on YouTube right now, then the link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. But if you're watching this on some other platform, such as this one, that's okay. Just click on my profile page, and there's my link tree or Stan link, and it should be the first deal that pops up because this is a great deal. Okay, let's get back to the markets. But remember, folks, this deal is only available on the Pablo He-Man link, exclusive only on the Pablo He-Man link. So as I was saying, ETH, we can see that it has basically not, unlike Bitcoin, has not broken down. It's basically still bouncing off this trend line. So this can actually still work. And the other thing is that, however, as I said, this 4060 area is really important because we have this pivot bottom, and it failed to, got rejected just underneath, failed to get above. It'd be nice if we can see ETH close above here, at least for the weekend, right? For this Sunday evening US time. If we were to also see this yellow channel, if we were to draw the yellow channel this way, we get a bull flag. This is, what I would call a bull flag. So this being the flagpole, this being the bull flag. So there's still a decent chance we could break up this way and have a run or wick through here, but come back for the close and then go for a run. I mean, as long as Bitcoin doesn't dump, and Bitcoin doesn't look great on the technical charts right now, so that's the problem. Okay, so what are some coins that are doing a big run right now? What are some narratives that's doing a really big run right now? Okay, I just want to show you guys the coins like this, not recommending this, just showing you what's been hot and what's been running. This is called Apex, for example, and it's been making a big run. So Apex is actually one of those coins that went to sleep like a long time ago, right? Like it basically listed here. It's actually available on Bitunix, and that's where I was buying it, right? I wanted to make a video, right? But it then just kept on going up, up, up. Like, I didn't want to make a video and everyone rush in and buy the top and then it comes down, right? Because it's been running so hard. So I've been delaying it, hoping for a pullback, but it just never comes. It's been running for like 5 days in a row. I only got like a small position in, but it's been like a 9x run from what? Like 27 cents to 10x run to $2.70. So basically, what Apex is, for example, and this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, it's actually a DEX, decentralized exchange, right? Kind of like Hype, kind of like Aster, right? We all know this is a hot narrative right now because the Binance founder CZ launched Aster, which is to compete with Hype, and now all these smaller DEXs are now hot and running as well. AVNT, which is on Bitunix as well. I've made 2 calls on it and both have worked, right? Called it at 80 cents and once again at at 91 cents, and both have ran up really well. So this is Apex. Apex is another one of those, and I think it's backed by Bybit. So Binance backs the coin called Aster, right? The DEX to compete with Hype, and Bybit backs Apex. Right, so it's similar kind of idea, but look, I'm not recommending this one or anything. None of what I say is financial advice because this is already run 10x already. Like even if I was going to add to it, I would wait for a massive big pullback, maybe to a dollar or even sub $1 or something.